Ipswich boss Paul Lambert claims he has no regrets despite being given a red card in the East Anglian derby at Norwich at Carrow Road. The Canaries ran out 3-0 winners thanks to Onel Hernandez's early strike and a Teemu Pukki brace, putting them back on top of the championship. Norwich are unbeaten in their last 12 games against Ipswich Lambert was dismissed in first-half stoppage time, along with City's head of performance Chris Domogalla, after an angry confrontation between players and staff in front of the dugouts following a bad tackle by John Nolan on Max Aarons. The Ipswich player was shown a yellow card by the referee, but Peter Banks brandished a red to Lambert, who had to be restrained by a police officer before order was finally restored. "Do I regret it? No, I don't," said former Norwich boss Lambert, who had to watch the second half from the director's box. The tensions spilled over following Nolan's challenge and the heated words on the touchline. Lambert had to be kept at bay by a police officer at one point. Lambert and Chris Domogalla were sent off. "I am not going to stand back and watch when people are running 30 yards to try and get one of my players booked. And I don't want members of the other coaching staff in my technical area. I stood my ground, and then a steward put his hands on me and I objected to that. As for the police officer, and I had no problems with him, he was just trying to make sure I was okay. All I do know is the wrong Norwich person was sent off. It wasn't him I had the issue with." On the game itself, Lambert added, "We gave away a poor goal early on, but after that I thought we were in the ascendancy. Pep Guardiola's amazing reaction to Aguero's unbelievable Chelsea miss. Mourinho's top 4 comments come back to haunt him after Man United resurgence. Manchester United to splash £50 million on highly rated England teenager Brazil ace likes Twitter post linking him with Manchester United move. Heung-min Son joins unwanted, ever-growing Tottenham list. Scott Sinclair hits hat-trick as Hoops thump St Johnstone in Scottish Cup. Leicester well and truly Spurs, as Vardy misses penalty with first touch. Tottenham make it 4 wins in a row to keep pressure on top 2. I can't fault the effort and commitment of the players. It was absolutely top class, and that's exactly the sort of fight we will need from them between now and the end of the season. There was nothing in it. We had a lot of the ball, played well and made a real fight of it, and the difference was just at the top end of the pitch. We weren't going to come here and be shrinking violets, that's for sure. I also thought our support was incredible, and we have all just got to keep believing." Norwich took a firm grip on proceedings after just 80 seconds, with Hernandez firing home from close range after his initial effort had been blocked. Hernandez gave Norwich the perfect start. Town did not fold after such a dreadful start, and had their moments in what was a feisty local derby. However, the hosts generally kept them at arm's length and doubled their advantage midway through the second period when Pukki latched onto Emi Bundia's superb pass to guide the ball into the bottom corner. Pukki added a third from the same source 10 minutes from time, with the Finnish frontman sliding the ball past the onrushing keeper to confirm a winning margin that was tough on the battling visitors. Norwich coach Daniel Farke was delighted to pass a tough derby test. Norwich boss Daniel Farke kept his cool throughout the Lambert incident. "It's great to come away with 3 points from the derby because I know how important this game is to the supporters," he said. "There was a tremendous atmosphere, with a fans' march beforehand and lots of banners in the stand, and we went out there and gave the people what they wanted, which is a good feeling. It was a tough match, which we expected. Ipswich are fighting for their lives and they made it difficult for us. They were doing anything they could to get under our skin, to annoy us, but we kept cool and I think it was a deserved win. I don't remember Tim Krul making a save. It's something the fans can enjoy, and we can for a short while, but this was the first of 3 games in 6 days and we will need to move on to the next one," Ed Preston, quickly. On the flashpoint before halftime, he added, "It was not something I was interested in. I turned away. But one thing I will say is that it was not Chris Domogalla getting involved. I have a lot of time for Paul Lambert and 95% of the Ipswich staff and players are fine. But a few of them should have shown a bit more class.